Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Adam Draws Stuff. I'm Adam and I draw stuff, and today I'm going to be showing you how to draw a dragon. So we'll keep this intro short and sweet and let's just jump into it. So what we're first going to have to do is draw an oval over here on the left, and this is going to be kind of a small oval. Make sure you guys can see that. And this first oval is going to be the base for the head, like that. And then there's going to be beneath it another oval that's quite a bit larger. Something like that. And that's going to help us place the body. And I'm just starting off with messy lines, but that's all right because we're going to do some erasing here later on and clean everything up. So we have a small oval up here kind of floating up top for the head, and then a larger one down there for the body. So starting here on this left side of the oval, we're going to draw a line that goes down and to the left a little bit. It slopes down and then goes out and curves down a little bit for the front part of the snout and mouth. The same thing, like that. And we'll draw that line going backward, pointing back toward this side of the oval here, but not connecting with it. It's just going to kind of float there, like that. So this is going to be the top part of the head, and then the snout here, and the bottom jaw. And then, starting right about here, we'll draw a line connecting the head to this oval to create a neck. And then we'll do the same thing here for the rest of the neck. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do next is draw a couple ovals to place the feet. And we need one that kind of rests right below the shoulder, so where the neck meets the body. So we'll draw a line straight down to about here. Draw an oval for the front leg, or the front foot anyway. And then the same thing about right here for the rear foot. That should be about good enough. Okay. And then right here toward the bottom of this oval, where the neck meets this oval, we're going to draw the front leg by drawing a line that goes backwards and then flips up kind of around and connects to that oval. And then the same thing over here, goes backwards a little bit and then connects to that oval. And this one is going to be a little bit different. So the top part of the leg here is going to be a pretty large shape. So what we're going to do is go out like this and wrap back around. And then underneath of that, draw another line that connects down to that oval. And then another shape like that. And a line that goes up a little bit and back down. So the next thing that we're going to do, I'm going to erase this line here, and we're going to add a little bit more definition to the body. So we're going to change this from one, sort of flat line to a curved line that starts lower down here by the front leg and then goes up like that. And gives his body a little bit more definition. And then I'm also going to erase some of these lines here, just to clean it up a little bit and get that out of the way. And actually, I don't like how wide the neck is, so I'm going to shorten that a little bit. And I don't exactly like how big the head is, so I might bring that in a little bit. I think it's probably just a little bit too big. Okay, so now that I've basically just erased every single one of those lines and redrew them, the next thing we need to give a little bit of definition to his back. So right above his arm, we'll go up a little bit and down, and then above his rear leg, we'll go up a little bit as well. Just to make it look like he's got a little bit more shape and, like, you know, bones and muscles like that supporting his body. We'll follow these same shapes here of the front legs, and we'll draw two smaller ones, just kind of barely visible in the back. Just so you know that he's got 4 of them. Okay. All right, I am struggling today. For some reason, I just cannot get the right shapes that I'm looking for. Close enough. So what we're going to do now before we go any further is add in some claws to each of his feet. And hopefully you can see that pretty well. And I'm just adding very simple curved lines. I probably should have erased that oval before I did that so you can see it a little bit better. And I'm just going to put 3 on each one just to kind of keep things pretty simple. I'll do that again over here. And then this one here has 4 because you can see this other one in there that almost sort of looks like a thumb. All right. So now we're going to go in and add a tail. And you can make this pretty long, but I'm going to start right here, kind of at the base of the body, right above this back leg. And draw a line that goes down and meets the ground about there. Do some more erasing here real quick. Clean up the lines. Now again, this looks really messy, I know, but that's one of the best ways to start off your drawing, is to just add in a bunch of messy, sketchy lines and then go in, and when you have everything the way that you want it, clean it up and go over them and really make the lines look nicer. Okay, now starting right here at this shoulder area, we're gonna work on the wings and draw a line that curves up and back toward the head, and it kind of follows that same curve of the neck. And then it ends up here in kind of a little point and curves all the way back like that to the back of the body. Inside each of these wings, there's going to be several bones. So starting up here at that little, this corner here, this joint where it bends, we'll add in a few more lines that follow this curve. And each one's going to be a little bit smaller than the last one. Okay, and then connecting all these lines together is going to be a curved line that runs between each tip of those bones, like that. There you have a basic wing. And since the other one isn't going to be very visible, I'll just add kind of part of it back here, like that. The body will be hiding most of the other one, so we'll just do that. Okay, now let's move in and do some detail in the face here. And we'll start by giving him a kind of a thin slotted eye. Almost a diamond shape, like that. With a little slit for a pupil. We need to separate his mouth into 2 separate sections. Do something like that. All right, and then I'll just add in some spikes that are kind of randomly jutting out from the side and top of his head. And really, you can do this however you want to do it. I just think it kind of gives them a little bit of an interesting look. But if you want to skip this step, you definitely can. And I'm just adding a few of those in there just because. Okay, so this is a little bit messy here, but this is actually basically the completed drawing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a little fine line marker like this one, and I'm going to go over all of this and clean it up and make it look really nice. And I might add in a couple more details too, but I'm going to do that in time lapse, and I will be right back with the finished product. Okay, well there you go. That is our completed dragon, all inked up and ready for action. And as you can see, I added in a little bit more detail that wasn't there with just the initial pencil sketch. I added a little ridge running down his back just to kind of give something to break up that smooth line that was running from the top of his head all the way down toward his tail. And I just added in a little bit of texture to make him look like he's got kind of rough, bumpy, and scaly skin. But that is basically it. And I hope you enjoyed learning how to draw a dragon with me today. If you did enjoy this tutorial, be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet already. Give it a thumbs up because that definitely helps as always. As usual, thanks a bunch for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.